And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. We are live in ATL today. I'm Cyrus Webb. Glad you all can be with us. And you're normally used to seeing this guy on screen with me in a totally different place. But now he's joining me here. I don't know how he got in, to be quite honest. I showed up and there he was. No, I'm just joking. Best-selling author Manswell T. Peterson is joining me here in Atlanta, Georgia today live so we can talk about his books. We are live also. About to be live on Amazon as well.
And there we are.
And we welcome our Amazon audience joining us too. Welcome to you guys. If you all are new to us on the Amazon side, welcome. Make sure you guys do hit that follow button over on Amazon. You'll see it either here in this corner or down below. You also will see some of our books from today's guest. Best-selling author Manswell T. Peterson is joining us live today here in ATL for Conversations ATL to talk about his extraordinary writing journey. Our show, The Author's Den, and we have some news to be able to share with them, which is one of the reasons why we're live in the same place. Melissa, good to be able to see you over on the Facebook side as well. We also welcome us tuning in on IG. Conquer with Chris, hello to you. Iris Bowling, Iris, I got your email. I promise you I'm going to email you tomorrow. Latanya, hello to you. Good to be able to see you as well over on the IG side. Manswell, thank you so much for joining us here in Atlanta.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
We have our first selfies together. You will be seeing them all over the place. You probably, if you're depending on what platform you're watching us on, you probably already are seeing one of the pictures already. But Manswell, I want to first of all say before we get started, I'm going to highlight the Braylon book here on the Amazon side. It's been great watching your success. It's been great being able to see all the great things you're doing. And it's been great to be a part of this show, The Author's Den, with you too, that we've been hosting as well. So I want to ask you, let's start with The Author's Den. What has it been like for you to see the response to the show?
Man, it's crazy. And I know most people use that word all the time, but you're literally talking to other authors, other creators, and then you get other people that come into you. They're like, how can I, get my skill set up? How can I get my book? So it's a collaborative everything together, and so it's been wonderful. I enjoy helping the new authors, even some of the seasoned authors. So that's been the biggest thing for me, just to help everybody along the way. So you couldn't have asked for a better setup, better co-host. Everything's perfect.
You actually wrote a book called, and I had it highlighted now on the Amazon side, writing a book is the easy part. Do you think a lot of people don't realize, though, the work involved, Manswell, when it comes to not maybe writing the book, make sure the book gets read by readers?
Right. That was the part where so many authors have been inboxing. And of course, as I tell everybody, you can call me. And so I had authors calling me from coast to coast. I'm in this chapter, I'm reading this part. How do I expand upon this? And, it's amazing little bitty tips when it comes to writing your story, creating your world, or actually capturing an audience. Most people don't think about those little bitty things because you only have so many pages when you open your book to capture that audience. And so that was my biggest thing that I just pressed upon somebody early this morning. Capture your audience within the first 10, 15 pages and you're good to go. But they don't think about the little things. Most people think I can just sit down, start jotting down notes, writing, and I got a book. And that's the total wrong way of doing it.
So for yourself, was it like for you to go through the growing pains of not only, of course, finding your audience, Manswell, but then using the mediums out there to help you to be able to share your work?
Oh, it was crazy at first because literally I was in the cab. And here's a trick I use. I would go to the beauty salons on Saturday mornings. That's 3 to 5, 6 hours. And so I would literally take books over there and I would sell books. And I would use my oldest son, who's, he's in the military now, but we would literally go because most people can't say no to a kid, especially a kid with a smile. But that's how I built the audience. I built the audience by doing it that way. Melissa, he's acting up already, Melissa. And so out of the trunk of the car, and people are like, are you serious? I'm like, I'm telling you, out of the trunk of the car, in the cab, in Gwinnett, in Fulton, that's how I actually built that base up. And we went to social media. I got people who are still with me from MySpace.
Wow.
And that's the amazing thing.
Hey, Nick, good to be able to see you. Nick was part of Conversations LA last week.
Nick,
Nick, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia today, so we're all over the place, but we're in Atlanta today here with best-selling author Manswell T. Peterson. Glad you could join us, Nick. And thank you so much for the great conversation last week in Los Angeles, too. And that's the other side of this, too. So you've been able to, because we should let people know, for those who don't know, you not only are an author, you also are a ghostwriter.
Yes.
You not only write books, though, and I think that's the other thing that people don't realize, that you also write television shows and you write film.
Yes.
So have you always known that you wanted to be able to kind of dab in different areas of writing?
Yes, and it's the creative side. It's the fun part of taking something, an idea, a moment that someone thinks about something. It's like, help me. And that's what they're basically saying. They're saying, help me. And so over 12 years of ghostwriting, my clients understand now. And the biggest thing about ghostwriting is the word ghost, that people don't know that you did it. And I tell ghostwriters all the time, if you're telling people what you wrote, you're not a ghostwriter. You know, you're giving away that confidentiality. And so when I do that, I just helped someone out, you know, with the TV series. This is why I'm here in Atlanta. That's how I got here. I had to go help out with that. And you'll never know. You'll never know. And that's the biggest thing. So I can find creative ways where you're stuck in a corner, and I'll get you out of that corner and I'll get you back on the right path. And that's the fun thing about TV shows and movies. And I love that just as much as I love books. And you're right, people really don't know, even though it's on my profile. They're like, I need a ghostwriter. And it's like, it's on my profile right there. It says ghostwriter.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So I want to say, for those who are new to Manswell and to Cyrus Webb Presents, welcome. We are here in Atlanta, Georgia today for Conversations ATL. We have a series of interviews going on all day, literally all day today. And I'm so excited about this. This is the first time Manswell and I have actually met each other in person. He's just as crazy in person as he is online. I can now attest to.
He's a crazy one, guys.
I'm the reasonable one in the group. I just want people to know that I'm the reasonable one. He's the one out there that will, you know, have us out there doing wheelies. Hey, Two Feathers, good to be able to see you. Anthony, hello to you. Good to be able to see you as well. No, Manswell's a great guy, but like, I want to go back to the writing part, because I think it's so interesting, Manswell, as you were talking. You also, for those who don't know, Manswell writes different genres of books as well. He writes the dramas, the suspense. He writes the fantasy. And with his wife, he also writes children's books as well. So I'm excited about that. This is the newest book here, Calvin's Kite and the Bird Fight. That's the newest book. I'm going to highlight it for you guys on the Amazon over there. And I appreciate you guys go ahead and clicking through over on Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the newest book here. Should be probably near the first part. Talk to our audience about the newest book in the series, though, Manswell.
Here's a funny story that most people don't know. We were actually doing that book, writing the story. My wife and I got into it about the color of the kite.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's attention to detail, little bitty things like that. And she's gotten so much better. She's an expert at it now. And I was sharing that with Cyrus, to where she has my method down. And that series is so wonderful for kids. And we keep hearing from parents and aunties and uncles and grandparents and big brothers and sisters about the stories and the life lessons that we're teaching. So I really enjoying that story, especially the new one, because you see a father with his son, you know, and they're building something together. They're having that quality time. And we wanted to put that out there for everybody to see. And so as you progress through the Brady and Bear series, you'll see different characters, you'll see different family situations, and we teach you about those situations. Even the one at school, when it deals with the bullying, it deals with, you know, the guy that really wants to take over everything. And so they got together and they worked out a situation, you know, without violence. And you'll be surprised how many kids really say, okay, it's better just to punch him. No, we gave them a different route, and they're using it now. Yeah. See.
So it's not. So you don't punch.
No, you don't punch.
Oh,
no, you don't punch.
I need to go back and reread that.
No, you don't punch.
Your wife says she hopes you're behaving. No, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. So I do want our audience to know. I wanted Manswell to come on for one thing, because we would both know each other are real. We've never met each other in person after all these years. So it was great to be able to take some pictures with him, be able to get some books signed finally. You would think I would have to wait for signed books. I mean, I am, you know, but anyway, I could humble myself. I had to wait to get signed books. Latanya, my book didn't have your name in it, but it's okay.
That's on Tanya. She was supposed to sign the books before I left, and she did not sign the books. Latanya said, I'm going to sign the books for Cyrus, and she did not sign the books because I got him like, there's my signature.
The Liberationist, hello to you. Good to see you over the IG side. Plant-based Scientist, hello to you. Good to be. We have to get together. Good to see you over there on IG as well. So let's talk about the Authors Den. So as you guys know, we've been hosting the Authors Den now. The first season's wrapped up. We were hosting it on Instagram, but I went to. I actually got a joke in. Normally, Manswell's a joke guy. So I told him to call me, and I gave him my speech that I normally give people, and I'm getting ready to cancel the show. I said, Manswell, it's been great hosting the the Authors Den with you. He's like, okay. I said, but we're not going to be hosting the Authors Den on IG. He's like, what's going on? I was like, well, it's because, and we're letting you all know, we're moving Authors Den to Amazon Live.
Yes, we are.
So the new season of the Authors Den will be on Amazon Live, which is a greater audience for our guests, because instead of us just telling you go to Amazon and purchase their books, you'll be on Amazon and you can purchase their books. So it'll be a lot easier. Also, because Manswell does forget to tell you all he has a new book out. I can just say, look below, and there's Manswell's book.
I forget that all the time. You know that?
Yeah, I know. So that's why we're excited about that. So the new season of the Authors Den, season 2, it is coming back for season 2, and it is going to be on Amazon Live. Now, we will still stream it to IG.
Yes.
We will still stream it to IG. So just know that. However, there are some give and takes. We're streaming it on IG. We will not be streaming it on Facebook.
Right.
So you all will have to come to either Amazon or IG to be able to see it for yourself, because we want to be able to bring some exclusivity to it. So we will be bringing, just like before, it was only on IG. Now it would be, we want to be true to IG because of my relationship with Meta, but also we want to expand it with Amazon. So we're excited about that. So the still will be on Sunday. So be looking for the information about season 2. To all of the authors that were part of season 1, give yourselves a hand. You guys were great. Even though sometimes we had some tech stuff that went on, it's just the way it is. And that's another reason why we're coming over to Amazon. Right. We have a web-based platform we can be able to use, so we don't have to worry about all of that. So it'll be a whole lot easier. Man, so what would you like to say to the authors that were part of season 1?
Every one of you were great. You were phenomenal. We love you guys. The interaction was perfect. And I know we had some nervous people before, but it was great because you did wonderful. You got the chance to share your gift with the world. And that is what I'm so happy about. And I tell everybody, go back, look at your links, let everybody know. You can go back and look at it again. Mm-hmm. It was a wonderful thing, guys. I'm so looking forward to season 2. He won't let me tell y'all, but look, the list for season 2, he won't let me tell you. It's not complete yet. It's not complete, but he won't let me tell y'all. So it's like I had to sign an NDA and give 2 drops of blood because he won't let me tell y'all what's on season 2. Just stand by, man.
So we have season 2 to look forward to. Also, I do want to say, also keep in mind, since we're on Amazon Live, you also can catch the podcast on Amazon Music, as well as on iHeart and Spotify as well. So it is a podcast too. That will continue going into season 2 as well. So make sure you guys are looking for that. Manswell, so glad that you could join us for our conversation today. Melissa says I'm the master of keeping secrets.
He is, Melissa.
Melissa, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. I readily share information. Latanya's back in my good graces. She says, I listened in my car on Amazon. Thank you, Latanya. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support of the Authors Den. And I really do appreciate, Manswell. It's been great to be able to meet you in person.
Yes.
I have a great conversation coming up. So on the Amazon side, you guys get ready. At the top of the hour, we have Teresa Merritt Watson. She's joining me, though, virtually. But we will be able to wrap up her series with her book, Black Tech. So that's coming up. But you guys on social media, get ready. If you're joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, as well as on Instagram, we have interviews literally coming up for the next 5 hours.
Yes.
and you guys get to see them live. A lot of them will also be used for my radio show in Mississippi for Conversations Live, as well as for our iHeartRadio podcast as well. So definitely make sure you stay tuned. And Manswell, glad to be able to meet you, man.
I know, man.
All right.
He is crazy as you thought he was, Melissa.
I take my handshake back. I don't typically shake hands that much anyway. Oh boy, but no, we appreciate all of you guys for being. Hey, Tamika, Tamika's joining us. Tamika, you're a big supporter as well. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate you, and we definitely thank all of you for tuning in to this episode of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We will talk to you soon. Take care.